Welcome to the Dorksiders podcast. Hello. Hi, everybody out there. Are your ears tingling from the sensual voice that you hear behind this microphone in the headphones? That is me, the Persian P. It is I, Amir, your favorite nerd, or your favorite Persian. What? You don't like that?
Keep going.
Look, I'm trying to get a name for me now.
I'm sorry.
I can't. It's gotta go both ways.
Okay, keep going.
Anyways, hello, all you geeks, nerds, dweebs, tools, numpties, foolios, Tulios, Julios, all my friends out there. We are live in your ears, in your podcast, in your living room, on the YouTubes. I am one half of the Dorksiders, Amir,
the Persian P,
Hamatiar, and next to me, as always, is my lovely assistant and the guy who runs the show. Actually, he runs the 70% to like 85% of the show.
No, it's outsourced to
The Philippines.
Yes, and India.
Definitely India. Global step, right? Is that who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Anyways, my buddy, my good friend Mark. Hello, Mark. How are you?
Hi. I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you today? It's a little gloomy.
It is.
In LA.
So, welcome to the Dorksiders, my friends. As you just mentioned, a gloomy LA Sunday morning? Noon? I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it is still morning. And boy, do we have a fun-filled show for you guys. Tell them, Mark.
Let's circle back to the Persian P nickname thing, because is it P as in urine or what?
You know, P as in perfection.
Okay.
P as in purr, because we're like the Persian cat. Meow.
Okay.
Just stuff like that.
Looks good on paper, doesn't sound right.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll have to work on that. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Dang it. All right, let me just write that down.
Okay. Because you want to be the Persian R. Kelly. So.
Drip, drip, drip. So new.
Mm-hmm. How you been doing, man? What's new? I heard you've seen a bunch of movies lately.
Yeah. More recently, we did a Deadpool double feature. So I saw Deadpool 2. I will say a warning in case I do spoiler something. So
spoil it. No.
So
okay. Go ahead.
Just but it's going to try to be very spoiler free. But it was definitely good. I liked it as good as the first one. I still think the first one was better. First one still holds up.
Okay.
First one had a lot more pacing and even callbacks to like the movie itself from beginning to end. Most notably the freeway scene in the first one. But this one seemed to kind of follow that X-Men movie formula. Like again, remember, like I said, video game adaptation. Like we got pace yourself. This one seemed a little more kind of like condensed and really fast paced.
Like
they're trying to go through a lot in such a short amount of time, but it felt like that. Oddly enough, that pacing kind of felt like a Deadpool comic, if that makes sense. Like it felt like it was more of a Deadpool comic than the first one. And this one was definitely more fun, way more funnier in my opinion.
Really?
I think it had more. I think it had more of those whips. You can tell like it was it definitely had Ryan Reynolds' hands in it because he took in writing this one as well. He has a writing credit, so I don't know if maybe he just had
his
one
hands, his butt, his everything is on there.
His sexy physique. I mean,
yeah.
There was a cameo in there that I could have felt could have done more with.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of felt like it was just in there, and then there were some funny cameos which I thought were pretty cool. But yeah, overall it was enjoyable. We laughed our ass off. I thought it was good. Like I said, it seemed to want to do too much in a little bit of time, but it still worked. I came out like, again, I'm a fanboy, so I don't think I'm gonna really say anything negative about it. But it was enjoyable. It's definitely worth the price of admission for sure.
Very nice, very nice. And you also saw Infinity War, of course.
Oh,
Who hasn't
yeah,
at this point?
yeah. It's a good thing Renata's not in here right now. Because oh man, she was very emotional.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, she was,
Mm-hmm.
a few tears were shed during the movie, a couple times, more than once.
Okay.
But the expectation I had for that was not so high because I kind of burned myself with Black Panther, as well as like Tomb Raider 2, because
you didn't like Black Panther?
I had so much expectations and I hyped it up so much for myself that when I saw it, it fell flat to me.
Flat.
The movie was still okay. It just fell really flat to me. And then same thing, like, I was waiting for Tomb Raider to be this end all be all for video game adaptations to film, and again, same thing. And then prior to that, like Assassin's Creed, I got burned doing the same thing, thinking like, oh, this is gonna be it. And so with Infinity War, I just was like, I'm gonna see this movie, I know it, but I'm not gonna set my expectations. Nick exceeded any expectation, everything. Oh, my huge expectations. And it was phenomenal. I thought the movie from beginning to end was great. I thought the continuity for it was really good. The pacing of the film was just right. It did not feel like a 2-hour plus movie. It did not feel like it was rushed. It really felt like they put pieces together, and
all the pieces just fit really well.
Yeah, like they just like in Infinity Stones to a Gauntlet, they fit perfectly.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, and
that's points. That's points on the board for Amir.
And now I already have speculations for the next film because of a certain scene in the film, whether it be end credit or not. That I already like. Looking back into the film and stuff like that, I'm already like, okay, I think I know what's going to happen in the next one.
Okay.
But yeah, Infinity War.
Everybody dies again.
Everybody dies, and John Cena lives, but you can't see him.
John Wick comes in, just murders Thanos.
Which, by the way, is funny that John Wick Chapter 3 comes out 2-3 weeks after Infinity War 2.
It does?
Yeah. It's like May 19th, and Infinity War 2 is May 3rd.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, all right, well, John Wick will enjoy a nice second place run.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Infinity War definitely, Infinity War is really freaking really good movie. Deadpool 2, definitely enjoyable movie. A little more, like I think a little more gore violence. Not gore. Gore is the wrong word, but a little more violent, a little more bloodshed,
graphic nudity.
Thank you. Yes, definitely more graphic
nudity,
violence. But
you see Ryan Reynolds or Deadpool's Infinity Stones.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry. He has more than two.
And then Solo's next week, so hopefully I can get.
What do you think about that? Because a lot of people I've been hearing are like, you guys are killing Star Wars, blah blah blah. What's this Solo? There's only one Han Solo. What do you say to those people?
What do I say to those people? Why don't you wait and watch it?
Exactly.
Like, just wait. Like, why does everybody have... I mean, to each his own. Everybody has their opinion, whatever. You could say and do what you want, but it's just, come on. Like, chill out. They're going to do it no matter what. And a lot of people who had doubts or were upset or, bitching and moaning about everything prior still met or exceeded their expectations. So it's just wait until you watch it, and for those that complained at The Last Jedi after watching it, yeah, you have every right to.
Yeah.
But people who just want to complain just for the sake of complaining, just to have something to talk about, or they're just bitter and angry, just wait it out.
Stop being so bitter and angry.
Yeah.
Enjoy stuff.
Yeah, man. Listen, just because you live with your mom doesn't mean you have to make it, worse for you.
Oh, okay. He went there.
I did. Bam, drop the mic, but I'm not dropping these mics because they're expensive. So.
All right, so let's get to it. let's start off with some shout outs to people who have been active on the Dorksiders Twitter. Let's give out a shout out to AM at 101 Proof. He's been very, very, I guess, responsive.
Yeah, he's very vocal when when he can't be seen.
when, he, when he can be behind a computer screen,
Yeah.
he can say all these things. But no,
No.
he mentioned, so on Twitter he said, the lottery is a self-imposed tax that gives people false hope, because I think you like to use your lottery analogy, whatever. And he said, but I'll take a listen to the podcast. It's cheaper than the lottery. Well, yeah, he's right. This podcast is definitely cheap as fuck. So.
Yeah, I mean, some people can't afford free though. If you're in the negatives, you're screwed.
Oh, damn.
See, you can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're negative $5, you need not $5 to play it.
Yeah,
But
talking
thank you.
about me actually. So, yeah.
But thank you, AM, thank you, Ant.
Thank you, Ant.
I mean, it's still a good analogy to use to help someone move, man. Like, you know, still, even though it's a self-imposed tax, there's, if you get half of, I'd be happy with $500,000. Was, 500,000. Okay.
And then we got another one from, I think his name is Earl, Shy Guy at DShyGuy03.
Earl
He said, really enjoying the podcast, guys. Keep it up.
You. Thanks, man. Thanks, Earl. You know what? You keep at it. 60. That's what the number you're looking for in July, buddy. You can do it. You're doing real well.
Oh yeah, he's going through weight loss.
Yeah, he's doing like a weight
getting
loss,
fit, and all
man.
that. Keep going. I like seeing your posts and your updates.
Yeah, dude, you're an inspiration to me, man, for sure. You keep doing that, and it keeps me doing this. But yeah, man, don't give up, man. Never give up, never surrender.
Yeah,
Eye on the prize, 'cause it's the eye of the tiger. I wonder if you listen. Earl, you need to respond and let us know if you listen to that when you're working out. If not, that should be like the start of your routine.
I venture a guess and say it's mostly Taylor Swift.
I would think it's a lot of anime music.
Okay.
Was that racist? That wasn't racist, was it?
Why, is it because he's Asian or what?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
Anyways,
guys.
Thanks.
Really appreciate the support.
The 2 fans we have, thank you guys.
Yeah, we are set. So that's two fans plus 2 moms. We are set for life. All right, let's move on.
For life.
Let's move on. We got some quick video game related news. Shenmue 3 has been delayed to 2019.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. They need the extra time to polish the quality of the game. And anytime a dev does that, it's always for the good of the players. So take your time, come out with a really good product.
Good for the cause, good for the player.
Good for the cause, good for the player. I mean, Cuphead was delayed like how many times? So came out amazing.
That's right. That game took like 5 years or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that game was that's true. Yeah, hey, take your time. I mean, GTA, every GTA game pretty much, even Red Dead, like those took polish and time. So yeah, please do with it what you will.
Polish those knobs. Microsoft announces Microsoft announces the Xbox Adaptive Controller with its inclusive game design. So it's basically for gamers with limited mobility and who might not be able to reach all the bumpers and triggers or hold a controller for an extended period of time. So what'd you think?
I thought that was amazing. I think this really puts the Xbox heavily on the map. It's such forward thinking. It's such help. It's helpful to those gamers who lost that ability, who at one point were able to, and just lost the ability to, or who had never had the ability to hold a controller and actually get engaged and play with the 14 to 18 different buttons on a controller.
Mm-hmm.
This helps them. I mean, there was the one guy who had like palsy on one side of his one side. Like he said, he has motor skills that are intuitive and fluid on his left hand, but his right hand he just couldn't do that. That functionality was gone. But to be able to have that adaptive controller and use the one working hand, and then you could use whatever buttons or scheme that the adapter can utilize, you can play the game with your brother or your child or whoever, a family member, and like start engaging again. And that engagement with the game also helps people.
It gives them a better bridge to enjoy the game. and not really worry about being hampered as much.
Yeah, they can't. They can get back into the game, or they can get into a game for the first time and actually, take themselves away from their disability and feel, alive in another world where they don't have to worry about whatever's disabling them at the moment. The Xbox is definitely, they're definitely moving forward in gaming,
and it looks really cool.
They have a lot of forward thinking, and it looks
yeah. I really love the design.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what else they do for other things. I mean, you could, if somebody could use their foot, they could use their foot to play the game.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen like on YouTube these guys using racing controllers, racing a steering wheel to play Dark Souls or whatever. So
yeah, well, I saw somebody using a guitar to play Dark Souls, the guitar peripheral once. I mean, I know that's nothing similar, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
if you could use that, like,
gamers are crazy.
Yeah.
So. And that's going to come out sometime this year. It's going to sell for $100.
What do you think about that price point? I was thinking about that. I was thinking about $100 for somebody.
Well, looking at the screenshot, it looks like a complete set, and there's a lot of stuff in it. If it's a complete set as shown in the photo, then I'm okay with $100. But if it's just $100 for the controller itself, then maybe yeah.
Okay, I think I failed to see that they did come with the set. I thought those were peripherals you had to add on. I didn't know.
I'm not sure too, but I mean, either way, if you have a handicapped gamer, then $100 is a pretty good deal.
Okay, I guess we'll see. I think because I'm just worried about people. You have somebody who has the disability, who is handicapped, and then with whatever they need to purchase for medically, it's this other peripheral to add on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I just kind of felt like, I don't know. It to me, the $100. I don't know if that's just right, or if it might be a little steep.
I think it's just right, because if you look at how much controllers are, it's like what, $50-$60 for a PS4 controller, and then if you add $40 to it, to help your handicapped gamer enjoy the game, then that extra $40, that's worth it.
Yeah, that's true, dude. I totally didn't even think about that. Yeah, so that okay. Now I'm starting to think that is actually that's affordable.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good. Good on Xbox and Microsoft for going
seriously.
that way.
Yeah. Now let's see how Sony cannot do anything about it and mess that up.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have for all you fighting game guys out there, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection comes out this month on the 29th. It's going to have, I think, 12 Street Fighter games. Street Fighter 1, 2, 3, Alpha, Third Strike, Fourth Strike, Fifth Strike, Your Mama Strike. It's got everything. So
Bowling Strike.
Okay.
Baseball Strike.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's like $30-$40. So
yeah, that's really good. That's a lot of Street Fighter too. If you're a Street Fighter fan, wow, this is definitely up, because for Xbox and PS4 you get Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
So you basically are getting an extra game on top of that. So you're getting a ton of games, including that game for $30.
Yeah, I
Price
can't wait.
Gas tank.
I can't wait to have that, and then have Carlos Dine Flores come over.
Oh man!
In a future episode and kick our butts.
He's
in all of the Street Fighters.
I don't even have the game, and I already see my ass getting kicked. Like I already just see myself the controller's laid. I would probably just put the controller down at that point.
Yeah. Okay. I can tie him down. I don't know. Maybe we can do like he's playing with one hand behind his back.
Yeah. He needs the Xbox adaptive controller to play that against us. That's not fair.
He don't. He's that good.
I want him to just use that, though. He can only use the directional pad. That's it. He can't push any buttons. God damn it. That guy is too good. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, thanks, Dine. Thanks, Carlos.
Yeah,
I recently had lunch with him last week as a thank you for all the crazy views that interview with him is getting. So thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, dude.
We're definitely going to have you come in for Street Fighter, and we'll see how far Amir and I can get against you.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Put some money down.
I'm already sad. There is actually, hey, there's something, I don't know if you put in there. for the news, but it's very recent. It's as recent as this weekend. Is the Gamer Club Unlocked being canceled by being shut down by Best Buy?
My discounts.
Don't be mad, fool.
I'm not mad. I mean, if I had it, I'd be mad.
See, that's why. See, yeah. If you had it, you would be mad, but you don't, and you're talking.
This is what, for Best Buy or whatever.
Yeah, this is Best Buy, and like I was gonna renew it when they're hey, once you renew it, I was like, oh, when does mine expire? I was like, oh, it expires in November, and then they go and do this. And yesterday I went over there just to see if they had any cards, just to see if I can get it. And the guy's like, oh yeah, we have a bunch here. He's like, oh wait a minute, he went to every register. He's like, oh, I don't see them. And then he went on the mic to talk back to whoever, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't do that anymore. And I was like, oh, so. And then Prime only does it on new games. Best Buy did it on every game, regardless of how old the game was there for. It was $30 for 2 years. It was awesome, and I didn't get to renew it, and that's it. I guess I'm not gonna be able to buy collector's editions anymore. But I'm just gonna have to do Prime and just get the base game. Yeah, I know, boohoo, I know. But
no, I know, I feel you. I mean,
it was a really great program, man. It really was good. 10%. It was 20% off new games, 10% off used games, double points for accessories and stuff, and consoles and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, they just looked at it like, we're giving away too much for these nerds, so let's bring back some of this money.
Well, that was their only means of getting the brick and mortar stores to have people go in. Now I'm just not even gonna bother. I mean, I might just go full digital anymore.
Yeah, I think it's gonna hurt them. Yeah, it's gonna hurt them. There's going to be backlash.
Yeah. And that's the thing. There is no backlash. Everyone's just like, oh, crap.
No, crap.
But, that kind of bummed me out, and I want everybody else to feel it. So, yeah.
Suck it. Discounts.
Yeah. That's a good impression of me. I sound just like...
No, that's me. Every morning when I wake up before breakfast.
My discounts.
I gotta wake up the kids, make them oatmeal, and take them to school.
Boo, I'm a family man. Boo. I have to go get my kids lunch.
Oh, I have to feed them. Okay. So that's it for news. Yeah. Nobody cares. All right, let's get on to the main topic. The main discussion for episode 3.
Yes.
Highly contested, highly debated.
One of us doesn't understand the word fad, and the other one does.
Dude, I know how to read, okay? Oh, and it's FAD, F-A-D. So you guys out there who are hearing something else, check yourself.
Yes.
So episode 3, we're going to talk about the Battle Royale. Royale spelled with an E.
Yes. Thank you.
Battle Royale Bandwagon. So we've got Fortnite dominating the genre. PUBG's a close second.
Yeah.
All these devs are coming out of the woodwork trying to get that Fortnite money. So first question would be, is Battle Royale a fad? F-A-D. Amir, take it away.
Excuse me, let me
clear that schmegma.
Okay, so a fad being pretty much the craze at the time. Doesn't mean it's going to go away. It just means the craze will die down. And I personally feel that it will die down because of how much it's going to get watered down. How much that the research I've done alone, I've seen 20 battle royale type games I've never even heard of, and they're all TBD for this year. And people are just gonna always look at them as clones. Excuse me, and they're gonna stick to their guns, which is, Fortnite, because Fortnite really brought it to the mainstream, which, adult film actresses are playing and streaming on Twitch, and they've never been held.
We're talking about Fortnite, not Bonk Night.
Oh, my bad. But that I'm just trying to say the mainstream praise of it across the board. So
porn is a fad?
That is no way a fad.
Okay.
So with that being said, those people are just they're gonna eventually just get over it, move on, and go to the next big craze. That genre won't go anywhere. Battle Royale is not going anywhere. Fortnite players will have the community, but as far as how large that community is going to be and remain, I don't think it's going to be there for, I say the max of 2 years.
2 years.
I say in 2 years, it'll just be Fortnite, Battle Royale, and, all these other carbon copies.
So you think in 2 years PUBG would be gone?
Yeah,
Really?
PUBG maybe because again that's another another discussion we're gonna get to. But I like Fortnite. I don't think is gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not gonna go anywhere. But
PUBG 2 years? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? PlayerUnknown might just move on to something else.
Mm-hmm. PlayerUnknown will be totally unknown.
Pretty much. Well, no, I doubt that. God forbid. I'd hate to see that happen. But I think it's just gonna get too. It's already out in the mainstream media really heavy, and I think it's just gonna get too watered down. And just like
watered down. What do you mean by that?
It's just gonna be too much. Because people are going to have Fortnite, but then there's going to be these 20 other things that are, 25 other carbon copies, even in games that I just don't think need them.
Kind of like how The Rock is pretty much in every movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of putting that, actually, because he pretty much is. Him and Kevin Hart. It's like, I don't need to, I've seen this 100 times. I don't need to keep seeing it. But, like, it's the same thing, the same craze that the music game genre had. Everybody was all about Guitar Hero, and Rock Band came out, and you had those two, but then you had other kind of rhythm games that came out and just didn't really, because people were like, okay, we've got this. It's oversaturated, it's too much, and people got burned out. And I mean, Guitar Hero is practically gone. Rock Band is, again, to me, is like the Fortnite of the Battle Royale genre.
Did you say Fortnite?
I said Fortnite.
Fortnite, okay.
But Rock Band is like still there. People still play. I played it. I mean, you see my controller right there. I was playing it.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I was playing it the other day. I go in and out of moods of playing that.
Is there Taylor Swift on there or
no? No.
Oh, there you go. That's why it died.
See, yeah, man. I mean,
mismanagement.
If I got no Britney on there, I ain't playing. I mean, wait. We can edit this out, right?
Nope.
But sorry to ramble, but again, I think it's just gonna get oversaturated, watered down, and the craze is just gonna, the bandwagon people are just gonna slowly but surely kind of jump off, maybe even in droves. And big name video game companies are putting it in their games, and we'll see how that turns out.
Okay.
But like I said, the craze, the fad will die down, and I think it might even be as soon as 6 months.
No,
I'm again, dude. This is just somebody's opinion, but but because of how fast we're in the now moment, with everything, it might be a lot less longer than the rhythm game genres, because those lasted a few years, in fact.
Really, it's going to be a lot less than the rhythm game.
I think so.
Wow. Okay.
Again, dude, I'm not saying I'm going to be right, but that's just I genuinely think at the least 6 months, at the most 2 years.
Okay.
Because we don't know what's coming out in the next 2 years, man. There could be a ton of other things that just totally, put the gaming industry on its head, and we're like, wow, I've never seen this before, and people could be focusing on that. I mean, as gamers, that's what we do. The next big thing is here. Let's look at it. All right, cool. How good is it? All right, I'm disinterested. Oh, but my friend still plays. Well, good for him. I'm gonna come back to this in 6 months when they do an update or something.
Yeah, but there's nothing that's gonna come out yet that is gonna embed itself the way Fortnite has.
True,
so.
That is very true, but we don't know that.
Yeah, well,
somebody could come out of the left field and bam, there it is.
Hold on, 6 months to 2 years, and then comparing it to have a shorter lifespan than the rhythm games. Wow, that's a hot take. Okay, so let's talk about the individual games that are going to be entering this Battle Royale race. You want to talk about H1Z1?
Yeah, I think this one will be a contender. I mean, this was kind of one of the forefathers of it.
Nope. Okay.
Oh.
No, keep going.
No, I'm sorry.
Keep going.
I mean, because he player unknown. Every time I say he, I'm sorry. I mean, when I say if I say he, I mean player unknown.
It's player unknown, not God, not
Jesus. Yeah. But he helped in consult in the development for the King of the Hill mode, which they've now called the original. I guess the original version. The original. Excuse me, my throat.
Yep. Rough night.
Yeah, that schmegma, dude. I'm sorry. Which the original is now called Survive, and then the Battle Royale mode of it is King of the Hill. And And I think this could be a distant second. I don't think it's going to beat Fortnite.
Yeah, nobody can beat Fortnite, but I don't think it's going to be second either.
You don't think? I think it's going to be a distant second, and the reason why I think that is because they have 150 players, and like we talked about earlier, was the
so much though.
the auto royale. You think so? 150?
You were talking about you were playing PUBG last night, and it took you like what 20 minutes to find one dude.
It did take me a while for PUBG, but again, in Fortnite, it didn't take that long, but it still felt like forever. But 150, if the player map size, if that circle or that sphere, that
you drop down. Oh, there's a dude. There's a dude.
I mean, you add 50 more players to it, and there's you might be able to interact with more players too on the battlefield than you would, I'd say, a PUBG or Fortnite. Even though I feel like in Fortnite you tend to see more players often than you do in PUBG.
Yeah, I don't think the 150 count.
No, you don't think
matters.
So?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like people would be like, "Oh, there's more people in there." Like, but yeah. I mean, now that I think about it, it can. I could see the difference, but I still feel like I don't know. I feel like more is actually more. Like, less is more, but I feel like more would be more. Like,
more is better. Okay.
You got a lot more. And I feel like the battlefield will have more people to interact with, which sounds ridiculous because you're only adding half of the original number, but
more bots.
I think people would be inclined to be like, oh, I can be the first one out of 150 instead of 100. Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, well, the way I look at H1Z1 is that it's one of the forefathers, but it dropped out of the race entirely, and it only came back recently because they added the auto royale mode.
And that's another thing that I was saying was the auto royale mode is seems pretty
fun.
cool. It's like Mad Max. It's exactly what GTA is doing for their Motor War, though.
Okay.
But the only difference there is I think you're in a car that has a weapon and you're part of a team. Where I think in Auto Royale it's just a Mad Max style car that you just go and just wreck stuff.
No, you're 4 people in that car.
And for Motor War for GTA though, you have a weapon mounted on your car. That's the whole thing for the Motor War. Whereas I think, if I recall correctly, for Auto Royale, it's like a Mad Max world of just cars. Like, it's a team of you just wrecking shop.
Yeah, you're 4 players for a squad of 4 in one car. The car has no weapons, so you just shoot out of the windows.
Yeah. I know that it's less like the mechanics are like there's less mechanics in H1Z1 that there are in PUBG. Like in H1Z1 though, you can craft.
Mm-hmm.
You have more crafting. PUBG you obviously don't. Fortnite you have a lot of building.
Fuck building. Okay.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, that's the other thing about Fortnite. Well, anyways.
Okay.
I just want to mention one thing about Fortnite is now I have to learn how to craft while I'm shooting too.
Exactly.
So that's the thing that kind of chops my ass. But I think this might compete. I could be wrong. I mean, I just feel like people are gonna look at that and go, "Oh, it's H1Z1. It's 150. They got the auto royale. Let's give it a shot."
Mm-hmm. If they do have auto royale on the 22nd, then I can see it lounging around outside, maybe within the top 10, but nowhere near it's going to touch or surpass PUBG.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know, because at Fortnite, no, maybe PUBG.
I don't know. I don't think auto royale is enough. I mean,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right.
But just wanted to mention it.
I mean,
it's coming out in a couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, some of us can be wrong, some of the time. Just just casually saying.
Okay. All right, moving on. We've got Battlefield. So, what do you think Battlefield's chances are when they do announce their Battle Royale game?
I really think that this can be a definite contender because Battlefield is a big multiplayer shooter anyways.
Mm-hmm.
From Battlefield 2 when Battlefield 2 came out and I was like, holy crap, I can play against 32 players. I can play against 64 players. What is this? It's just built for that already. It already had a King of the Hill-ish type stuff, mode before.
So there was a mode where you battle against 64. That was the max.
I don't remember. I can't recall. It just depends on the map type itself. Because was it like I want to say it's Dominion, but I think that's Call of Duty. I keep forgetting the game types.
Domination.
But in Battlefield, like the max for the larger maps are like 64, I think.
Oh, okay, so it won't be a problem to just bump it up to 100.
Exactly. And Operation, like I was playing in Battlefield 1 last night. I was playing that, and it was kind of again similar because you go in. The only difference is you go into your sector and you have to make sure you
Take zones.
Take your point, and then you have a number of kills spread out across the team. So you have like certain respawn lives.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me, and then it shifts after a certain amount of time. The team has lost their lives, and then you move over to another sector.
Uh-huh.
That works so well, and it was so much fun. And you're always engaged with a player. You're always interacting with an enemy. You always had somebody else that you can fire on and get a kill for. And it was smooth, and it moves, and it just seems like it fits. If they do their battle royale mode where they can get 100 players and do the battle royale mode where the zone shrinks and everything, I really do think it will be a contender because again, it has the name in it too. It has Battlefield.
Were there any vehicles?
Yeah.
How was the vehicle gameplay?
The vehicle gameplay in every Battlefield's awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like it sucked in the console days of last gen because they could only render in one or two vehicles at a time.
Uh-huh.
But now with the Xbox and the PS4, you pretty much have your built PC for you.
You can do 4 vehicles now.
You can. You can do more. You can do a lot of vehicles, and it's just. And then some of the vehicle types they throw in, like the train in one of the Battlefield operations, like you guys have to just destroy that tanker, or that tanker will destroy you. Just different, like the Zephyr 2, and just stuff like that. I really do think after thinking about it last night, playing the game again last night, I think it'll definitely compete. I think it would even surpass the next mode we're probably gonna be talking about from Activision.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely think that Battlefield, hopefully if they announce it and it's something that with the formula that they already have, just kind of added mechanics and different little tinkering gameplay styles here and there, I think it'll definitely be a contender.
Okay.
I can definitely see it going ahead to head to Fortnite. I personally do that.
Oh, head against Fortnite.
Yeah, I definitely could because again, the name Battlefield, just the name alone. I know that doesn't mean much to anybody else and why I keep saying that, but the reason I say that is if I say Call of Duty, you're going to know what I'm talking about. But if I say Arma 3, you're going to have no idea what I'm talking about. So, where is, if I talk about one actor, versus The Rock, you're going to know The Rock over whoever I'm talking about in this indie film or whatever.
Yeah, when you mentioned Kevin Hart, like, who the hell is that guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, next one. This one's kind of sad. It's, I thought it was going to be a contender, but yeah, they shut down shop. So, Radical Heights from, what's the company name?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Well, Cliffy B's company that he recently shut down.
We are professionals, people.
Yeah, we'll have an intern check on that. Paste it in post. But yeah, Radical Heights.
That looked interesting. That looked like it was going to be I don't know what they're going to do with it now. I mean, the servers are still going, but that means full development, full updates. I mean, they're gone, right? Like the game is just in limbo, but the company is gone.
Yeah. So I thought this had a shot because I think there's a space in general for a third BR game, Battle Royale game, because there's some players who really don't like the building aspect of Fortnite, me, and some players who hate the clunkiness of PUBG, again, me. So if a company can make a middle ground type of game, Bosky, all right, that's the company.
Yeah,
Cliffy B's
Bosky,
recently deceased RIP company, Bosky.
Yeah.
So for me, if a company can find a middle ground type game that you don't have to worry about building and has a solid foundation for gameplay, you can definitely insert yourself as a third option to pick over Fortnite and PUBG.
Yeah, I definitely thought Radical Heights was going to actually overthrow PUBG and be like the second, like the middle contender. Because because it's more lane based, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
It's
there's
kind of
lanes
like
when
yeah,
the map shrinks.
yeah, kind of like a MOBA, I guess, like a League of Legends style
Yeah.
lane.
Yeah, I like that because it forces the players to fight head on.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things I was like, okay, that could be engaging. And then they had that monetization system where it would carry over from game to game, and then because everybody starts off with an evil level playing field, if you had enough money, you can actually go purchase a weapon or a skin or something.
They have in the maps they have vending machines, and if you have the cash on hand in game, you can purchase that weapon. Or if you want to bank your money for your next game, you have to run over to an actual ATM within the map and then deposit it in there. So I thought that was really clever.
So it was cool too because had like an 80s feel. It was
it's the backdrop is it's a game show.
Yeah, and I think that purchasing thing really reminded me of Counter-Strike. Remember, like before each round, everybody who knew their hotkeys. Sorry, I'm moving. Everybody that's moving their hotkeys, like they purchase like their SMG, their whatever, their grenade, and everything before the match started.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it could have been akin to that, where you had this money, you can go and purchase and get a little bit of a leg up. The lanes, the cash carrying over. It just seemed like it was going to be a definite battle between. It was going to be a battle, and it was going to be a battle royale type battle between PUBG and Fortnite and Radical Heights. I'll be here all week. Try the waitress, tip the veal.
Okay.
Sorry, I know. Sorry, guys. It's still early. It's still early, even though it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's sad that.
But
they had to shut down.
Did you ever play Lawbreakers? It looked cool.
No.
It looked cool, but that was one of the failed games because it came out like during World War II and Battlefield 1 and stuff like that, and Titanfall, right? Like it came out at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm. It
was just poor release, I guess. It looked cool. I kind of wanted to play it, but no one talked about it, and it went away. And I hope Cliffy B comes back because
oh, definitely.
Gears was good, and he said that he just wanted to take this time to just focus on himself before he comes back. So so hopefully he'll come back and be stronger and bring us something that really sticks this time.
Yeah, come back and bring us Kingdom Hearts 3 with a definitive release date.
They didn't. That's right. They didn't give a release date. I thought they were supposed to.
They will. A couple of days ago, they released more actual gameplay footage.
Yeah, dude, oh my god, I'm so excited for the game.
And the creator actually announced that there's going to be the actual specific release date announcement is coming within the next few weeks, and I'm guessing that's going to drop in on E3.
Nice. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. So what else? On to what else?
That's Radical Heights. Rest in peace. Moving on, we've got the number 2 Battle Royale game, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So, what do you think about this game?
Well, takes too long to find people.
Takes too long to start a match.
Well, surprisingly, I didn't have that problem last night.
Oh, okay.
But again, I'm on console, so my unfortunate circumstances of being on console will muddy my eyes a little bit because I know that there's a lot more support for the game on PC.
Yeah.
And there's 0 for the console. Like they pretty much said they're not even gonna really focus on it as much.
There's been some support. They've been pretty good with releasing patch updates. But the thing is that it's still way behind the PC version, and it's still freaking clunky. I mean, I had to drop down in the map. I'm next to another guy, and we're looking at a house that hasn't fully rendered yet, and we're giving it like a couple seconds, and we're like moving forward, like, okay, is it ready? Is it ready? I need to go in and get a gun. And we're looking at each other like, what? Do we punch each other? No, let's just wait for this house to fully form, because right now it looks like a brown rock.
Oh man, you know what?
So shit like that. I mean, the polish isn't there. So that's the main thing that really turns me off with PUBG, and plus the wait in the lobby.
Yeah, I do have to say that I think it was PUBG. I was having crazy connection issues. And oh no, I'm sorry. No, it was Fortnite. My bad. It was Fortnite. I had serious connection. It was this weird lag. Sorry. Yeah, it was Fortnite.
Fortnite was lagging a lot.
But surprisingly, PUBG for me wasn't that bad. It just felt like it seriously took 23 minutes before I saw someone. I found a bunch of stuff, which was cool. Didn't know what I was doing, but I found a bunch of stuff. And and I saw someone driving, started shooting them up. They were going crazy. They tipped over the car, killed the guy. Didn't think to look around me because as soon as I went to go grab his stuff, I got shot in the back.
That's
real
the
quick.
perfect time to shotgun somebody.
And so yeah, I got shot up, and that was it. I think it's just the engaging, man. Just having to walk like. Everyone keeps talking about that same joke that like you see this little glimmering light and you wonder what it is, and then before you know it, you're dead because it's a sniper or someone just shooting you, from far away distance. And a lot of the rendering stuff, like I know that they're like, oh, I went prone in this grass area, but it didn't render for the other person, so they were in a distance away. They saw me just lying on the floor like an idiot.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah, but like I still feel like support and any real big changes for the game is still lacking, even for PC, in my opinion, because I don't see anything that really stands out as, hey guys, we're doing this. And I say that to say this: Fortnite, every week at least they've announced something. They're constantly saying something, adding something. So that's where I think the fad comes into play here again, is they might be pushing too much too fast. Like I don't think they're spreading it out enough.
Okay.
But PUBG, I just feel like it's lacking, especially for console. If you want to bring the console players into your world and your game, help us. Show us that you like give us love and care, and we'll reciprocate it in tenfold. But you leave us hanging, and we're just gonna move on. I used to be a PC guy, but as you can see, my PC's right there, and I can't play PC games anymore. I don't have any
because of all that porn. But
shut up, dude.
To defend PUBG a little bit, I got into Battle Royale through PUBG, and I really like the adrenaline when you get to the top 10. You're at top 5, and then it's just you and another dude gunning for the winner chicken dinner. But
I've never felt that experience, so I guess I need to get better.
Okay, but it's improved a lot. And then when they released on Xbox, they had a patch right away, and then another patch a couple days later, and then another patch after that. So they are aware of its inconsistencies and how far behind it is with the PC version. I mean, they're working on it. But I agree with you that what they're putting out isn't enough to keep you in that game.
Yeah.
And after that, when I noticed that, the console, the Xbox version, is just not doing it for me because of all this rendering lag. And I tried Fortnite and wasn't really into it because of how cartoony it looked. But the polish is there. I mean, the gameplay is solid. The polish is there. And it took me a while to get into it and like it more. So I like Fortnite better now, more now than PUBG, but I still can't get into the building crap stuff. So I want to shoot stuff. I don't want to do Minecraft here. So yeah, but I know you need it because you need to build a wall when you're getting shot up. So
yeah, and then when you're the last two, it's just who's the tallest building in their own personal tower.
Yeah,
who gets shot first.
Yeah, I learned that by not building anything and just staying downhill, and then the dude had a rocket launcher. So
yeah, see, that's the thing. Again, for me, for that is the building mechanics. Like, great, now I have to learn how to craft. Fuck, like I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but I think PUBG is cemented as the eternal second place holder in the Battle Royale race, which leads us to the number one, the big cheese, the big kahuna, Fortnite, or as the kids call it these days, Fork Knife. What do you think?
It's solid. I mean, you have Epic behind it, so you have all that, talent running a game that's been doing it for years. And this thing got announced in 2011 as a tower defense.
Mm-hmm.
And look where it is now. And Cliffy B was on it then.
Yeah, he's the one who announced it too.
And just what they did with it, and at the beginning, it was honestly, I was like, oh, what? Just no, okay, whatever. It was just it seemed so bare bones, but so how fast it picked up and cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Like, I think the animation is clean, and the rendering is just solid. I had that issue with the lag, which I don't know, it could have just been my computer, my console and my Wi-Fi. But overall, I was engaged with more players. I found it's easy to pick up the weapons. Like, you could see the weapons as they hover and what they are and like their level and everything. And
mm-hmm. It's an easy game to pick up. The controls are pretty easy.
Yeah. I definitely I definitely knew what I was doing in this more than I did in PUBG.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it took me a while to learn in PUBG how to switch your gun to auto, or
I didn't even
single
know you could
shot.
do that.
You can, yeah.
I didn't even know that like you had to assign the attachments to the weapons.
Ah, okay. Well,
Like,
that's a
like,
different thing.
I picked because I found all this gear in all this place because no one was around.
Uh-huh.
I was raiding every single building, and I was just trying to find the best of whatever. And the clips were confusing because I couldn't tell if it was telling me to pick up the clip of the gun I had or a clip of another gun that I don't have, or swap the weapon and you have to reload.
Yeah.
Just which I guess gives an advantage to another player. I don't know. I just think the reloading thing is kind of silly. But yeah, like I don't think anything. Like I said, I don't think anything is gonna knock it off its throne until we see what Battlefield brings out.
Mm-hmm.
I may sound fanboyish, but playing Battlefield last night made me just
Yeah,
realize,
you're putting your cards in Battlefield.
yeah, I am, because it just looked like it worked.
Mm-hmm.
And GTA is doing their Motor Wars thing, and they're gonna have a battle royale mode in Red Dead. So until we see what that is, who knows? They might have an idea for Red Dead that just really works. But I feel like GTA is just battle royale in general, and I feel like it's more of a free for all, if anything. But yeah, the more I played Fortnite, the more I was engaged, and the more I felt like this is the battle royale game, and this is the battle royale game to beat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Battle Royale is now synonymous to Fortnite, and just the way it's invaded pop culture. All these stories. I mean, I was at a food for less, and there was these like teenagers behind us, and then they were talking about the comments dropping down in Fortnite. And I go take my kid to Barnes and Noble, and in the elevator, there's these two other kids. They're probably like 11 and 13, and the younger one was doing the tree chopping animation and doing the sound roam, roam, roam. Oh God, it's everywhere, man.
You can't get away from it.
You can't get away from it.
It's
So I
just
think the only
there.
way that Fortnite is gonna go down or get toppled is if they have a sex scandal attached to it,
Oh man, don't say that.
or some shit, or some
Don't say that, because you put that energy in the air. It's gonna happen.
some Uber type scandal
Yeah.
shit. But
Yeah.
right now, I mean, Drake's playing it, so it's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, let's just hope Drake doesn't have
Mhm.
any. Well, that's probably speaking too soon.
Yeah, if God wanted
Yeah.
for a battle royale, he has Fortnite, so that is God's plan.
Yeah.
So moving on to the last one, recently announced by Activision, right?
Yep.
Black Ops 4. They're gonna have
Blops
their own Blops 4. They're gonna have their
Blops.
own battle royale game called Blackout.
Yep. Because they couldn't get a single player going, so they're like,
So what do you
"Here's
think?
Battle
Because I know
Royale."
you're into you're on the Battlefield hype train right now. So
Yeah.
what do you think? How will Blackout fare?
I don't know. I mean, because I've just heard, again, this is all rumors and innuendo about how single player couldn't even run. They had a 3-year plan to get the single player going. They couldn't do it. They decided to do the battle royale mode, and they're already having issues because the engine wasn't made for that many players and that much. I mean, the most you can get out of a COD game is what, 16? 16, 18?
Maybe
something
they
like
could
that.
just stick with the technical definition of a battle royale game of 2 or more. So just have 3 players. See how that runs the engine.
Then you just got free for all or domination or whatever. I just feel like the COD engine is, nowadays with this game, a lot of the Call of Duties just doesn't feel like there's skill involved anymore. It's just pray and spray. It's just so fast. It's
Mhm.
too fast, I feel, for a
fast
for
skill.
a Blackout. I mean, they could totally compete, but I just don't feel like. I feel like it's just like everything that Activision does. Like, we need this in here now because we need to milk the teat of that cash cow. Yeah, I rip and I rhyme. But I just feel like, yeah, they just want to suckle the teat of that cash cow until they can suck it dry.
Suckle the teeth.
Because how much update does Activision usually do with their stuff anyways? So imagine how much, you're going to have to come out with different modes and play styles and maps and stuff if you want to keep your Battle Royale mode afloat. If you're just throwing it in there because you have the COD name, it probably people aren't probably going to care. And a lot of kids are just going to be like, oh, look, they're going to try and do a Battle Royale mode. But then again, I could have my foot in my mouth. These guys have done multiplayer games, and maybe it's, they get rid of, separate they separate it on its own download or something, and it's just a whole battle royale game with more players. I don't know, 50 or plus players, and and maybe it just works. But I don't know. Just all the Call of Duties all the Call of Duties have been the same. They've been fast paced, pray and spray, run in, run out. The maps are just really tight for those game modes. How are they going to handle? How are they going to handle it for a larger base game? And can they do more than Can they double the amount of players they have now?
I think I'm going the opposite direction. I think this is going to be a contender. I think it's going to give PUBG a run for its money because you already have a solid foundation for controls, mechanics. They're going to have all the maps. They're going to have the specialists in there, and they're going to have vehicles. So
that's right.
You have a wide array of Call of Duty maps, Black Ops maps at your disposal. All your specialists are in there. You're going to drop vehicles. It's a winning formula. It's how they execute is what's going to come into play, and they already have like Battlefield. They have a huge following, so I think they're in the right spot to either beat PUBG or take a nice third place.
I could see it I can see it contending against PUBG. Yeah, if PUBG doesn't do anything, then they definitely can win for sure, just by default. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of kids when they think Call of Duty, they think multiplayer. When they think multiplayer, they think hardcore team deathmatch or domination or free for all.
Kids, okay.
But I see your point, and I could totally see it dethroning PUBG again if they just don't, they just don't do any support for it, if they don't pick up their pace. But that's the thing. Again, you're bringing a single mode to a new game. It's the question is can they even get it running right? Because from what I understand, again, rumors and innuendo is they're not even able to get the battle royale mode running right now.
Well, they're not going to release a product if it's going to be that clunky. So
they've done it before.
With what?
The other games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look.
Well, if it's not as clunky as PUBG, then because now
that's true.
Because Blackout has a much bigger advantage over PUBG just because of the
name,
and then their proven control scheme and mechanics. I mean,
I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting. You brought that up twice right now, and I've had an aha moment. I'm like, the control scheme.
It's going to be solid. It's going to play. It's going to play great. It's going to feel great.
Will it play great?
If there are going to be problems with player count and how it's running on servers, then of course they got to address that. That's got to be like number one priority. But once everything locks into place, I can see it being number two.
But then it's all the behind paywall stuff, man. They're going to do
that's
that
another
stuff.
thing. I don't know how they're going to do it. Are they going to release it with Blops 4 as a free mode, or are they going to sell it as a separate one?
And then
that's going to be a big thing for me because I want to try it.
And then just the stuff, the in-game purchasing stuff too.
No, that's going to be there. That's how they're going to make their money. They're gonna follow Fortnite's lead. Yeah. You want some skins? I want some dancing emotes.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Aesthetic stuff, yeah, that's fine. I understand. Sell that. Go ahead. If you want to look, like Randy Savage in the '80s and shoot some dude in the face and dance like freaking Turk in Scrubs, yeah, cool. But if you have a weapon that gives you freaking coins to buy that weapon, no, don't. I don't like that. Why are you gonna get such a high level advantage?
No, they're not gonna do that.
You don't think so?
Well, look at all the controversy and backlash with all the loot box scandals. So
that was
any dev who would even try and go back and go that path, it's their funeral. So they're gonna just stick with how Fortnite does it, sell cosmetics, and go from there.
I mean, it's okay to be wrong sometimes, but I mean, yeah, it could very well be freaking Fortnite, Battlefield, or Call of Duty, and then PUBG. I mean, it could very well just be that. We don't know. I mean, it's kind of exciting to see.
Yeah, because you know,
you want to see your favorites,
you're gonna have more popping up out of the woodwork.
and you also want your game to take something and run with it well, you know, and make and run with it into the end zone and get a good touchdown. I mean, some games just do it just for the hell of it. It just doesn't work. I mean,
Or you don't want to drop the ball like Destiny. So.
no. And see that was the whole thing that I think about the fad of like multiplayer games. I mean, when Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 came out, like that's where everybody was focus was. So every game after that, they just started including multiplayers that didn't need it. I mean, a game like Dark Sector, like that game doesn't need a multiplayer. That game was barely good as a single player. Max Payne 3, I was like, I don't need to see everybody flying around in bullet time. Like, it just didn't work. And even the first Tomb Raider one reboot, like, and you see that they got rid of that in the second one. They just made it like a time trial thing. You just compete against your friend, you know, for leaderboards. That's where I think it's just gonna get watered down and just it's gonna be tasteless. It's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, well, I think your time frame is a little too harsh. I think within a year, there's going to be more coming out, and with
well, we're in that year. That's why I say the next 6 months to 2 years, because with this year is when like a number. I mean, what is it like? Standout. Even there's one even for VR. Standout VR. Crazy Justice. Proxima Royale. Mini Battleground. The Culling. I mean, the list is just huge. There's just so many. I mean, Dying Light is bringing it to, even though it's only like 8 players. Dying Light is doing one, and it's a separate thing. So like,
yeah, but they're not out yet, and the 6 month is a little too harsh in my opinion. So I'd say another year for all of these titles to come out.
I'm not saying Battle Royale genre going away. I'm saying the craze, even when these games come out in the 6 months, I could see it just being people being like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I have Fortnite, so I don't need this.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen because...
But do you think people are going to be like, oh, there's these other Battle Royale games, let me try them?
Yes. People who, like I said, people who can't dig the building aspect of Fortnite and are tired of just the goddamn quality of PUBG. If you bring something new to the table, I'll definitely check it out. I was ready to check out Radical Heights, but now they're gone. So
yeah, Radical Heights actually did.
And then when does Blackout come out? I'm going to try that, of course. And then when does the Battlefield one come out? It's not going to come out. Well, Blackout's going to be September-ish. So I don't know when Battlefield's going to announce there. So I think 6 months is a little too short. So I'd give it another year from now. So next E3, we'll see how many actual Battlefield Battle Royale games are in the market. And then from there, which ones are going to succeed, which ones are going to die down, and then another year on that. And I don't see the 2 year thing, the 2 year time frame. That's a little short for me.
Yeah, well, sucks to be you.
No, it doesn't. There's gonna be all these Battle Royale games that I'm gonna be checking out. So
yeah, I again, like I feel like people are just gonna be, oh, it's just another, you know, they'll announce it at E3, cool, and then when time of release, people have probably already still been stuck to their guns and be like, you know what, I don't know, I saw a review or like I saw gameplay, it just doesn't interest me. I'm gonna stick to Fortnite or I'm just gonna stick to PUBG. I know this.
No, people are gonna check it out.
I know these games. I'm sure a lot of console people would definitely check it out. I'm sure console people would definitely want to check the shit out for sure.
Yeah, people will check it out.
All right.
So last question
Mark
was going to be
Mark is wrong. I'm right. So, I'm sorry. What? Oh, I thought you were going to concede. Anyways, continue. Last question.
I'm going to concede. You're 6 months. Come on, man. Come on, man. So my last question was going to be who can beat Fortnite, but is that even a question? So how about we change that to who do you think can beat PUBG and get second place? I already know your answer,
I definitely agree with the Call of Duty Battlefield games. I mean, if Fortnite just doesn't step up their game, no pun intended.
Step up their? What are you talking about? Step up their game?
I mean, like raise the bar, but add more.
They are the game, dude.
Oh, God damn it! Why'd you put me on the spot like that? I got real nervous all of a sudden. I had the poops.
No, let's talk. Well, okay, my opinion is that Fortnite is king.
I don't think Fortnite will be dethroned.
Yes. See, so let's talk about who can take on PUBG since they're the clear number 2.
H1Z1.
Nope.
Battlefield and the CODs.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Blackout. Yes.
I don't know. I can't. I like I look at all these games that are on this list I have, and I'm like, I just nothing stands out to me that goes, yeah, this will dethrone Fortnite. I mean, and or PUBG. Like,
No, let's just focus on PUBG.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't think of it. Like, the only the three I just named,
Mm-hmm.
I think will definitely I think will definitely be contenders. I do agree they will be contenders.
Which one? Okay, Battlefield, Blackout, and H1Z1?
I think those will definitely be able to beat PUBG in some form or fashion. I feel like those contenders.
H1Z1?
Yeah, I still believe it, dude.
H1Z1? Okay.
Hey, you can make your voice go as high as you want, and it'll never change my mind.
Okay. That's too much props for them, but no. No.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Okay, so those three.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, out of those three, I think Blackout has the best shot. I think you have Battlefield as
yeah,
your vote,
I have Battlefield for mine.
because you have a Battlefield phone.
I do. It's throbbing
Oh. Your sex tape.
tonight. On skin. Throbbing Battlefield boner. I heard they're
starring the Persian P.
throbbing Battlefield boner is playing at EDC this weekend. No, nobody. Too soon. All right, I'm gonna.
Soon.
That's on me. I own that one. That's on me.
Okay.
I'll take that back.
Okay. So you want to summarize your last thoughts on the whole battle royale shenanigans?
Not going anywhere. Genre will be here. It may die down. The craze may die down, but Fortnite, and PUBG will probably be there for a while. I think Fart Stank will be the king,
my God! How many
And,
do you have in the game?
and PUBG is probably gonna go down the list a little bit. It could come back if they really add more, updates and just more continuity to fixing it.
Mhm.
Especially for console, for my sake. So it's not going anywhere. I think it's a craze that will, dim down a bit. The flame might, turn into some low flames with a couple embers burning here and there. And we'll see what Call of Duty and Battlefield. We'll see what the actual namesake games that have been out there do with that gameplay style and mechanic. See where they take it, if they do take it anywhere. What about you?
Fortnite is king, not going anywhere. I want somebody to give PUBG a run for their money. I'm hoping Blackout delivers. I'm hoping Battlefield delivers. Just put your BR games out there. Let's check them out. It's not going to go anywhere. So it's where the money's at.
Yep.
Hey, if you can put Thanos in your game,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
pretty much.
Game over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hate it as much as I did. I gave it a shot for the 2 games.
Give it a shot. Played like 5 minutes.
Hey, F you, buddy.
I was in the lobby.
Look, I killed someone for about 5 minutes.
I made my
played for
character.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't make my character. I already had it.
Okay. I put an afro on my character, and that was it.
Hey, my character was a chick. All right. I didn't know that because I forgot that I did not pick the chick. I didn't know.
Do you normally pick the female avatar when you?
Oh, I just pick whatever. I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
It defaulted to her, so
Mhm.
I just played as her, and then I noticed that it had like unlockables, and then I was like, oh yeah. I started tinkering with it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay.
I'm not
All right.
sexist.
What?
I love women. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
Okay. And that's that. Battle Royale Bandwagon.
Yep.
Or as Amir likes to call it, it's a fad with a D.
The Battle Royale.
I like that.
I do want to say that some games actually had some cool mechanics that would seem to work for Battle Royale.
Like all the dancing.
No, well, like Darwin Project has like a director that like can drop stuff to like alien players or like even just drop a nuke.
Yeah.
Like yeah, they just go around and like they'll drop certain things.
That's cool.
What's it called? What is it? Survival games. It's the like Minecraft Battle Royale game. Not Minecraft's Battle Royale, but it's basically just.
Have you seen their Battle Royale game?
I saw a little bit of it.
You're flying a dragon and you drop down. That's amazing. I just like watching my daughter play Battle Royale on Minecraft. She flies in on that dragon. She drops down, and she likes to land on top of trees and camp there. It's like, you are a genius.
So now we're on to the hotline.
Okay,
hotline.
so we're on our latest edition of the Dorksiders hotline. People called in. They've got these burning questions for Amir, the Persian P.
Go see a doctor about that if it's burning.
Yeah, especially if it's Persian P. And here we go. Are you ready, dude?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's see. First question
Yes.
is from Leo from San Gabriel. So what you got
boy.
for us, Leo Bang?
All right, Leo Bang.
Hey Amir, when was the last time you had hair?
Now if we're talking like a full head of hair, because my hair thinned out. So, all right, well, when I shaved my head was basically back in 2006, 7. So that was the last time I had hair.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was, what is that, 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 11, 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, asshole.
All right, thanks, Leo. Hope that answers your question. Second one comes in from Jawan from Inglewood.
Oh, shit, J-Dog.
All right, Jawan, what you got?
Hey Amir, do you use baby oil or lemon pledge to polish off your head?
So Jawan asks, do you use baby oil or lemon pledge to polish off that beautiful dome of yours?
I use cocoa butter.
Yes, there you go.
Or the Ballo Shino, like Homer does.
What is? Oh, okay. Is that a real product?
No, he put his head in the bowling ball shino.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a Ballo Shino dome enhancement product. All right, thanks, Juwan. All right, last question we have.
Does anybody have any serious questions?
I don't know, man. I put our new intern on this to screen it, so apparently he's been just grabbing like-minded questions.
Hey, that's cool. I'm alright with it.
No, I mean that intern's gone. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Gone as in we killed them and they're buried in the backyard.
Yeah, time to get in another Filipino or outsource this again for me to India.
And by outsourcing, he means mail order bride. We just use that.
Hey, man.
Oh, did I say too much? I mean, so hey, anyway, on to the next question.
Hey, that Russian website had a discount. All right, so third and final question is from Robert from Chino. So what you got, Rob?
There you go.
Hey Amir, long-time listener, first-time caller. My question for you is, we all know that we get different reincarnations of Link with every Zelda game. So, do you think all of your reincarnations have been just as bald? And if so, why would you not just grow hair?
Well, I'm going to buy him a clown now.
Okay.
A giant clown. I don't know that I've been reincarnated. Maybe
you don't believe in past
This
lives?
is maybe my first and only life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't like some Persian prince back in the day.
I'm back in the day. I'm a Persian prince now.
Oh, okay, Prince of the Throne.
You know, I just decided to give everybody an easy level playing field, so I decided to singe off my hair and look bald, so you guys can look better than me. But unfortunately,
bald is beautiful.
I
man.
got a nice clean bald head. The ladies love it. So,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm this close to changing the podcast name to Two Brown Kings. So.
Yeah, 2 brown stains.
Why do you have to ruin it every time? Okay.
Hey, you're the optimist. I'm the pessimist. We gotta, there's a yin and a yang to everything.
That's the P in Persian P, right? Okay, Persian pessimist. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Rob. I thought it was going to be a serious question. He led in with the Zelda, the Link stuff, and just went downhill from there. Thanks, intern.
Fine. Yeah, well, that's all right.
Yeah,
I'll remember that, Rob. It's okay.
Okay, so
let's blow this taco stand.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, man. Thanks to everybody who has listened and gave us your feedback, your comments, your compliments, your insults. Just leave whatever your little heart desires in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Always appreciate your time. Thank you for taking the time to be annoyed or enjoyed by my sexy or annoying voice or shrill voice. I again am one small part of this, this little joke we've got running here. Amir Camacho, you can catch me on the Twitters, on the Instagrams, at Abe Froman 0069. That's ABEFROEMAN 0069. All one word, all lowercase. And if you're on Facebook, Amir and Matt here. That's where I'll be. Don't forget to follow our Dorksiders Twitter account. Always up to date with the coolest and
Dorksiders.
newest at the Dorksiders, as well as our Facebook page. And my lovely, lovely assistant, the man who runs about 90% of this thing, the man whom
Outsourced.
I would not
The
be...
man who outsources everything to Philippines and India. My cousin's over there.
Well, technically, I'm
Thanks.
outsourcing because I give you the stuff. I'm just kidding.
That is right.
But anyways, my buddy here, Mark. And Mark, where can they catch you at?
On Twitter at MarkLordArt. And catch my blog stuff on themarklord.com. And that's pretty much it. Any final words for... thanks, everybody who's listened, who's checked in. Really, really appreciate it from the bottom of our brown hearts. So any final words, last words to...
Well, I do want to say one quick thing is I know I had the wrestling podcast that was supposed to come up with Renata. That's still coming. It's going to be very outdated, but please be patient. I need to learn a thing or two about some editing stuff, so that's coming. But I do want to. But final words are, again, man, thank you guys so much. Please spread the word. Please make us known to everybody and anybody. We really want to grow, and just keep putting out content for you guys. And I really wanted to seriously make this a fucking job for me, an 8-hour day job for me. Excuse me.
Yeah, tell everybody, just don't tell ICE, because my papers are still in flux.
Well, you know what? I need him, so don't do that. I mean, I'm okay, because born and raised here, so...
You were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm first generation. I'm the first generation of my family. I'm probably
That's
the
them
only
green cards.
I'm probably the only generation, if the way things are going.
You got them green cards. You looking to get married?
That went south so fast. Seriously, guys, thank you so much, and please spread the joy and love, and keep the community going, and tell us what you think. Really, seriously, we take your words and we run with it. We don't just scoff. Mark, you, my friend, anything to the lovely, lovely people out there? The real stars of the show.
That's it. Just dry your parts when you dry up after you shower.
And make friends that appreciate you for being bald.
Oh, damn. There you go. It's a jab right there.
Sorry.
Told you he won't forget. All right. And end it with, what's the phrase that we usually end it with?
No hype.
But you don't say it like that. Just like, no hype. No hype.
Well, that was again one of the best and most Booyakasha.